All the news right here. Don't go away.
Everybody knows how this is gonna play out for them. Like, they kicked through the front door expecting everybody to like them. They get on everybody's nerves. Everybody's talking about them. Now there's this new law in Canada. What is it called? C-19? Let me look it up right now. C-19. No, it's COVID-19. What's the new bill? New internet bill in Canada. Sorry for being so lazy on this. Okay, C-34, Social Media Act. Right. Wait a minute. What the fuck? Okay, so whatever. There's this new thing on the internet in Canada where if you're like racist, you can like get hate crime reported on you and shit, and then there's like a special investigations unit that'll come in and investigate you for any hate crime involvement. I don't even know. This is like the most vaguest ass language we've ever seen, and we all know why it is, right? So the Moroccans went into this coastal country of Spanish territory. Technically, it's on their fucking whatever, right? But I don't know what agreements they had or what kind of like whatever. And they started like literally like tearing the place up, destroying graves and throwing them at people, like the worst of the worst. And I think like something like 64 to 67 people have died so far because of these motherfuckers coming in and shit. And again, like, there's going to be a time where people are going to come up to me and investigate me. It's like, oh, what did you mean by that? Like, could be considered a hate crime and shit like that. And, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long run. I tried to speak my mind, speak my opinion, speak for other people who are in positions of, like, high supervision and accountability, where I'm just some, like, faceless person on the internet. Well, I am showing my face more. I'm gonna be starting like my music career because like this is what this video is all about. Focusing your craft. Because I went to Carabana. I made a video post on Instagram about it. I was gonna post that on YouTube, but then I thought against it because it's just like I said a bunch of shit on YouTube that I want to keep separate from my Instagram and then vice versa. Because like that's just like my YouTube is more or less like my opinions, but like Instagram is where I'm like really gonna be pursuing this whole social media. I'm gonna be talking about my like music career using AI and Meta or whatever. It's gonna be fun times because you see this a lot, right? Like people are overly concerned or rightfully concerned. Well, like I would rightfully be concerned about people with a questionable future. Like where did these people see themselves 10, 20, 30 years down the road? Like I'm talking about specifically the people who invade other countries via boat. And I'm not talking about genuine refugees. We all know who I'm talking about. And if you want to consider that a hate crime, well, whatever, man. Like, I'm at my ends when it comes to, like, pointing out the diminishing factor of, like, having people who just don't have a future. Like, can I call them subhuman anymore? Probably, probably not. Like, it's how I felt, it's how I feel. And now people are gonna censor that and say, like, you can't say that about these people. I'm watching this one, right? Video by Tal Rad. Go subscribe to this guy. Yo, this guy's in the trenches, my guy. Like, yeah, a lot of his, like, videos are very clickbaity and specifically pertaining to Elon Omar, it's just like a bunch of, like, bait and switch. It's like, she ain't getting kicked out of the country, my guy. What are you fucking making a thumbnail like this for, man? Getting my fucking hopes up and shit. Nah, dog. But I made an observation that women are starting to take the forefront in the war against, well, them. It involves them specifically, but it encompasses the entirety of society. And what I mean by that is the fight against Islamic incursions and, like, this idea of the doctrine of Islam, being superior to the host nations that these people are coming into. It's like, how are you going to be coming into a country and say we don't know how to do shit, and you're the one like running away from whatever the fuck you're running away from, right? But that's not a story for this video, because we can get into it forever, right? And these guys they just get off on arguing with you. Like, there's this one kid who, like, I don't know how old he is, and he's just debating people, and then he's just like, they're throwing him a beating. Antifa, terrorist groups, sympathizers, whatever, illegal immigrants, they're just throwing him a beating on site, because it's like, it's not so much that they can't, like, debate a guy that, like, was most likely half the age of most of the people. You know what I mean? But, like, you don't have a problem with what he has to say. He's like half their age. But also, like, he's very neutral. He's very open, if you will, like, at least compared to the older generations like myself. And then he gets his ass kicked. Fucking hell. And I'm telling you, man, you gotta focus your craft. You gotta, like, do what you gotta do. Like, I figure that just adhering, talking about, and making video games all the time is going to make me go crazy, because, well, I am playing dirty in the sense that it's not my fault, okay? The only way you're going to be playing Grand Theft Auto 6 is on a PlayStation 5 or an Xbox Series X or S. I don't know if it runs on S, actually. Holy shit, if it runs on S, fuck, man. That's something else, you know what I mean? Because it's like, I'm sorry to, like, talk in circles, but it's like, all the game developers were complaining about the S, saying that, like, it's such a dumbed down version of the Series X. It's like, why bother? It's only hitting the 1080p, whatever. But, like, to get Grand Theft Auto 6 to run on an S, that'll be something. But outside of that, like, that's the only way you're gonna be playing Grand Theft Auto 6. It's the only way. And then to push people to buy these consoles, it's dirty, but it's also, yeah. Like, I thought about releasing a game for PS4, for Xbox One, and, like, yeah, previous generations, basically. And even Switch, porting it to Switch. And it's so much of a compromise. Like, the problem with Unreal Engine is, once you have a build ready, like, you can't necessarily, without, like, very visible compromises, change it. So, like, something that's very compatible for, I don't know, like, Xbox, PlayStation, is just gonna run like garbage on the Switch 2 version, which is like the equivalent to PS5 and Xbox. Oh my god, imagine if they get, because if they can port Grand Theft Auto 6 to the Series S, fuck, I hate these fucking names, these consoles, dude. For the 1080p version of the Xbox console, then there might be hope for the Switch number 2. But I'm not holding out on that, because I want to pursue, like, other shit in life. I want to get into this whole AI metaverse. Not like the actual metaverse, but like just using the programs to make music and be more entertaining. Like, I see how people shoot these and some of the people I follow on Instagram, how they shoot these reels, these videos, whatever, using AI and like transitions and stuff. It's actually pretty cool. It's professional looking, it's entertaining, and it's easier to do. I'm not gonna pretend like it's easy to do, but it's easier to do than, like, going into a recording studio and doing everything like the old-fashioned way. And that's what I want to pursue. I want to get into the whole Caravana, Soka, like, the ridiculous nature of it. Not like necessarily take it seriously, but I want to, like, have fun with it and, like, maybe if I'm good enough or people like it enough, I can use it as free advertisement for like other shit that I'll do. Like if I want to make video games or that's basically what I'm only gonna be using it for. It's like what the fuck else am I gonna use it for? Like you, can you imagine me as like some like fucking 41-year-old like patois speaking Canadian soca dude? No, I'm just gonna do it for fun. Fuck it. But also like I know I got like a lot of downtime. I'm not gonna be stupid about it. I have a lot of downtime from when Grand Theft Auto releases until I release my game. And between that, I'm gonna be working on my game like crazy. I already have all the concepts down. I already have like a general idea of what I want to do, what I can accomplish. I think like the hardest thing to do with Unreal is the pathfinding because the more complex you make the levels and like the geometry, all that shit, like the harder the AI has with like finding cover, this and that. Like I'm even noticing it while I'm playing like the Unreal version of Halo. Like it's not like the old version of Halo. The AI isn't all like whatever, but they're not like terrible. I'm not gonna pretend that like I have been getting my ass kicked in this game, but it's just like I prefer to. I still have to get the fucking second Xbox account just to get second split screen. Fuck, dude, I hate I hate technology sometimes, man. But the reason why I want, well, me specifically, focused on like Minecraft. Excuse me. And like my viewers, my casual viewers, I mean, maybe you should do the same. Is that we have like the technology and the tools at our disposal that will make us last and possibly draw a bridge for our offspring and generations to come to exist, to profit, to thrive, to like basically pay your bills, pay for a house. My big one is if I'm successful enough is to buy a house outright. If not, well, I'm not gonna half-ass it. Like that's my goal, right? Like I've gotten to the point in life where I see the success of this endeavor, and the only thing that's holding me back is Grand Theft Auto 6. I'm serious because it's like a game that's just gonna consume everybody. Like I said, like the game is gonna release. Like the streets are gonna be empty and shit. It's just gonna be a fucking ghost town. Everyone's just like, what the fuck is going on? Actually, I think like kids are gonna inherit like the world and shit. Well, actually, no, they're not. They're gonna want to play Grand Theft Auto 6 too. They're like, fuck it, I want to fucking play this game. Peeking through the windows and shit, trying to like sneak downstairs when their parents or older siblings are sleeping just to play Grand Theft Auto. Can you blame them either? It's just like it's a cultural phenomenon that like affects everybody. And to pretend that like I can go up against that fucking giant $2 billion plus development like cost and all that shit. I mean, I was talking to myself in the mall, like what the fuck I needed to do in terms of just like gaming or whatever. And it's like, okay, Neo 3 is coming out with DLC. I gotta catch up on that game. Then I gotta catch up on Mech Warrior, do my homework and shit. Increase the speed of all my mechs, because I'm telling you, man, I'm just slugging along. I swear, I hated the fact that I had to start a brand new save and all the upgrades I unlocked. Fuck, dude. All I had to do, get it all over again. What else? What else? Uh, then Risk of Rain's coming out with DLC, and it's just like gaming shit to just like post online and stuff. Like the sad truth about me personally is that I care less about Grand Theft Auto 6 and I care more about Monster Hunter Ascension. even though, or is it Ascendance? I don't fucking care. Because I don't know, the game speaks to me more. Like another Grand Theft Auto game is gonna look good, it's gonna play good, it's gonna have like cool vehicles and a setting and cool music and stuff that you can like play in your car separately and shit. And I've outlived that era. Like Grand Theft Auto, which is ironic because it's like Lewis Hamilton, which is a guy my age. He's like, yo man, I can't wait for Grand Theft Auto. It's my game. It's my jam, dude. It's like, oh man. For me, and I'm not trying to be a hater or anything. It's just like Grand Theft Auto to me seems like, personally, right? Personally, I'm not saying this applies to anybody else but myself. A time sink, not a time waste per se. Like I'm not gonna say like I'm gonna pick up this game and I'm gonna waste my time because I'm still open to the idea that I'm dating somebody and they're like, okay, I don't own a PlayStation or Xbox, whatever. I want to see what this game is about, and then they ask me, and I'm like, okay, fine. I'll just play it for them. Literally, like just like I do with Halo. Like I don't fucking feel like playing Halo. This was like everybody who's like a big ass Halo fan just turned me off from it. It's like, yeah, okay, Cortana's not hot. Some characters aren't the way they are. Girl boss inserts. Yeah, Halo's ruined, I guess, for you. But it's like, yo, this is their Mario, dude. This is like the first game. Like a lot of these fucking kids play. It got ruined by girls. No hate or anything. Like, yo, truth be told, like, I actually got to think about what would happen if I had a girl and I'm supposed to hand off my video game company to her and shit. So I got to think about like making games for her and like other girls and stuff. Some mermaid games or something. And I can't like be half-assed about it either. I have to like, put myself into it, dedicate myself. So it's like I feel as if like dedicating myself to the craft of like let's say this West Indies music with the help of auto tune. I got the program for the chorus for the beats. You know, I want I like I said in my Instagram post, I want to sample, but I don't want to use those samples. Like I want to just listen to it. So what does that say? I just fucking make something that sounds similar to the music that I'm listening to and stuff, and then make some music for fun. If it's good enough, if I think it sounds good enough, I'm gonna start learning interpretive dance to make it more watchable, more professional to an extent. Because as far-fetched as it seems, right? Like I'm just gonna be throwing a basic camera on me and then like filming it and then editing afterwards. Like as far-fetched as it would seem in the past, where you're just like, yeah, that's not gonna really do anything. You have to like do this, do that. No, AI is fucked up, dude. AI just takes it to the next level where you have like this artificial professionalism that didn't exist before. The chorus sounds really good. The beat sounds really good. The auto tune makes you sound like you're a fucking professional, and it's entertaining. It's catchy. And here's the thing, right? I know for a fact that I'm too old and I'm not entertaining and I'm not going to like this isn't going to be a career path for me. But like just for the sake of it like being funny and like being more on the light-hearted side, if anything, like it'll give me something to do for next year for Caravan. Just like playing this music in the corner. It's like I don't have a float. I'm not walking. I don't want to like waste anybody's time or take up too much attention and shit. I just listen to my fucking music in the corner over there, appreciating my culture and shit. I'm trying to like open myself up to it too more. Whereas I never said like I never really considered me writing off reggae music or like Rasta music or like all that slow beat music because it's like I can't really use it, but it's like I gotta open my mind to it, just like listen to the lyrics and see what I can like pick up from it, take from it, like the whole culture is just like coming forth. And I know I'm coming off as sounding cheesy by saying this, but you gotta like really give it up for this AI, for this wave of the future and stuff, to like the ease of access, not only for people like myself, but for other people. Like this is the bridge for, you know, perfecting your craft, is to like have all these tools available to you. Like you could basically come up with a song. Like I wouldn't put it by me that there's programs out there. It's like, okay, you give them like you feed the program like the specific artist and song, and then like you can actually make a song sounding in the vein of that the specificity of the information that you put in the input and stuff. So I wouldn't put it by me like it's like it's come that far, because we're talking about auto generative AI, right? So it's scary shit, actually. To be fair, like how professionally easy it is, but again, I think it's more. I know, again, it sounds corny and shit. I think it's more for the young people to like do the whole bombastic type thing. I'm just doing it for funsies. I'm just doing it for like, wow, look at me. I'm professional now, and like switching back and forth. And now this is my whole personal like take on it, right? The perfecting of the craft, right? Why it's important, and why like you got to think about how much capital you're going to be making. You got to think about where you're going to be taking this, and you got to think about your side gigs, your plan B's, C's, D's, and whatever, right? This to me is more like a plan C or D, right? Like I still have to do my main career, and then maybe some other more tangible shit like, you know, work, something to actual like make capital and shit. Like, you know, there can't just be an adherence to, unless you're really good. Like if you're really talented and you believe in yourself and you have other people telling you the same, then like go for it 100%. Otherwise, like just think about it like it's a thing that you can improve upon, and if you get good enough at it, then you could perfect it, right? Like don't try to perfect it if like the response from people, because bracing myself for this. Like I'm not necessarily the most liked person there is, but like if people are just like repulsed by it, like outright off the bat and stuff, ask my parents. They're like, "What the fuck is this?" And like, I just, call it quits. Quit while I'm ahead, if you will, because we all have to know our limits and shit, right? But on the other side, like, it's important to like not only embrace your culture, specifically at this junction, but to see the importance of it, because inevitably there's going to be somebody who does it better than you. And again, I'm not going to take this shit too seriously. Like, I don't care. Like, I actually encourage that. Like, if that's the end result, it's like, oh, somebody comes and they're like, they do a much, much, much better job than me, and they're like, that propels them into stardom. Yeah, hell yeah. It's all about the culture. It's all about the music. It's all about the people. You know. To give back. I didn't actually specify this. This is actually specific. Like I don't know if it's specifically Grenadian, but it's like Grenadian in origin, I guess. Jab. So I wanted to point that out. Me being uh, a child of Guyanese parents, so gotta give credit where credit is due. Just wanted to point that out, just in case. Excuse me. I didn't clear that up because the video's ending now, and I guess you gotta just stop worrying about all these different kinds of people. Like the world is censoring you. Um, they're not gonna change, and they don't necessarily have a future. So the best thing to do isn't to dwell on like, the bad things and like, get yourself in trouble, specifically here in Canada, but to focus your craft. I mean, I'm looking forward to this stuff and I hope, you find some success with it as well.